I grew up in Gippsland in Victoria, in Gunai Island, and where my family have originated from for years. I've started in employment about 15 years ago, and I have established my way to Melbourne, and now the Indigenous Service Coordinator for Serena Russo. So traditionally just dealing with Indigenous candidates to help our mob get real jobs and some real training, to get to where we really want to go, to help our families, to help support our children, our brothers, sisters, cousins. Yeah, so that's where we're at. We've all got to start out somewhere, and you know, I started out making sandwiches in a little cafe, and worked my way up to a receptionist, and now I always had the goal of doing employment since seeing my auntie, who was a field officer in the CES in the 90s. So it's really important to actually have that path and set some small goals and some other smaller goals on top of to get to where you want to be. If you're passionate and it's in your heart, you will actually get to that role. You know, looking at our elders and gaining some strength from them, that's a really important part of what I do. Getting advice, getting support, you know, going to the community, asking them, what is it that we can do to help? And if that's just providing some support with an extra pair of boots or an extra pair of hard hats for working, those kind of things, anything at all we can do, but step by step. But we do need some really good leaders taking those positions to help the rest of our mob. So I think employers, and particularly with GenerationOne, the momentum is going to be infectious. The community is going to grab onto it. You've got your corporate companies, you've got government employing Indigenous representatives now in all aspects of work, and to engage with our community and to attract our community to come in and participate in education, jobs, whatever it might be. We're going to start seeing them with our community, stepping up with our support, with our parents, with our teachers, with our corporate people, with our Indigenous leaders. That's going to create the momentum to see some black faces and black doctors. Having the support from the education background, from schools, from teachers, that's really essential. And to maintain, I guess, an ethic or a small goal that at the end of year 10 or at the end of year 12 that you wanted to achieve something, but also having that support and guidance there is going to assist in achieving those goals. That maybe looking at leaving would be to go to your vocational counsellors, to certainly speak to family and friends about what they may have done in the past, learn from those experiences, and get an idea of where they may want to go in the future. Also, your Job Services Australia, of course, have vocational counselling. You've got a lot of TAFEs or institutes that offer that kind of advice for young kids now transitioning into the workforce. Through GenerationOne, I think it's a fabulous opportunity for some of our young guys to stand up and be proud about who we are, and you know, look at the journeys of where we've been, some of the hard times, but also some of the really good times, because there's a lot more good times to come, particularly in employment and training and opportunities. And Gen 1 gives us that opportunity to just come together and also get the wider community on board. I think it's a fabulous opportunity. So for anyone that's looking at training or employment or any of those things, yeah, jump on the website, have a look at it, and get an idea of what is there for us and our mob.